Let me ask you the big question. Are we ready?
Yes, we are ready. We have been anticipating the opening of school on Monday for the past 18 months. And so what I continue to think about is our students, or our students who particularly are vulnerable to COVID-19, and that represents those who are under 12 who do not have a vaccination available to them. And so we've been very intentional about thinking about how we prepare our spaces for those students, our elementary students specifically, and our sixth graders as well. And so that's why we have protocols in place such as testing for those students under the age of 12, knowing that they're not vaccinated.
What happens with staff? Is there mandatory for staff to get vaccinated?
Yes, we are requiring our staff members in Montgomery County Public Schools to get vaccinated if they can, and if they cannot, then they must submit to weekly testing.
Talk to me about recess and lunch and those spaces where kids are together. What protocols are in place already?
We are expanding and encouraging use of our outdoor spaces. We're now looking at our school buildings, our school spaces, our outdoor areas, and saying, how can we leverage the space that we have in the most safe way for students and staff to utilize for times such as lunch, as well as classrooms using outdoor spaces. I will also say that when outdoor spaces are not able to be utilized, we do have protocols in place in which they can utilize their indoor spaces safely.
11 plus 7 equals?
There is a mask mandate, right, for students across the board, just to make sure that I have that correct, right?
You are correct.
Okay.
Montgomery County Public Schools actually never lifted our mask mandate.
Unfortunately, we saw Rappahannock County have to go back to virtual because of an uptick in numbers. Is there a plan in your back pocket if we have to go back online?
Absolutely. What we've had to navigate throughout this entire pandemic is pivoting, preparing for the unknown, while we're all trying to protect the interests of our students. A big part of what we've learned is how we are now faced with an opportunity to rebuild public education. Many of the traditions that we've had in place have been in place for centuries. And it probably wouldn't change unless something truly came along that forced that change in a meaningful way. And to me, I believe that was COVID-19. And so I look forward to leading the school system during a time in which we can represent the change that really does model a new era for public education for our students in Montgomery County Public Schools.
I love that.
On a non-COVID front, Dr. McKnight tells us for the first time in 19 years, high schoolers will not see police or SROs inside their school buildings. There will be so-called community engagement officers patrolling the streets nearby, as well as school security inside the high schools and the middle schools.